In today's topic, we're gonna talk about it is, and the only place you'll ever go, only place you go get it, only place you go get it, only place you go get it is right back in Mexico. In today's topic, we're gonna talk about is, I want to make the video I want to talk about today, man, because something hits me in my mind lately. I want to talk about depopulation control. Tomorrow, I'm going to do some statistic of people that's around the world. They say white Americans are the most popularization of people of the world, in which they are. You know, you go to Latino community, they overpopulate. Now, I don't know how true that is. They're going to overpopulate the whites, and that's kind of whites are afraid of right there. It don't even matter. You go to Asian, they populate very well. Latinos, Middle East, even Pacific Islander, whatever. Even Native Americans, not much Native American, that's sad. But when it comes to black community, man, I hate to say it, that they always talking about we 12 and 14% of population, and it kind of bothered me a lot. But then I understand why. We don't exist. As a people, as a race, they have a bomb in there. Now, it changed the fact, but the thing is, the man is pissed. Look at me. Do I look like I'm pure black to you? No. And I got some damn, pure to meat white skin somewhere. But they might class as me as white, but I am a brother to classify me as black. But the question is, what is white? What is black? What is Asian? We're all people. And the funny thing is that Ebola is a depopulation control. That's all it is about. And it's sad. You can't even tell people that. They'll believe anything what's on that idiot television box. Are you people that dumb enough to believe that this so-called Ebola, matter of fact, I had a video, and it's going to put my favorite list, and you will watch it with when Ward Jamal even explained found the cure to heal this Ebola. He put it out there, and you can look it up. It's on Black TV. Watch it. Because they said the same stuff from that AIDS and HIV. They said the same thing. They can't find the cure. Then all of a sudden they found the cure. How come Eazy-E died but not Magic Johnson? That I don't want Magic Johnson to die, but you always have to wonder. You have to wonder sometimes. You got to think. Why is it that they worried about another group of people? Come on, I'm waiting. Explain that to me. Because for years they say this. They say this a lot. You look at the world right now. We're going to live in outer space years. You watch what I tell you. I'll give it for 45 to 75 years from now. They're going to put these houses, these cars, and they're going to put it way up in the air, way up in the sky, and we're going to live like that. And also, they're going to clone people. They might clone me and bring me back from the dead, or my family. Don't think the government can't do that. They can. And I know it sounds crazy. People have been saying the end of the world. No, it's the end of the damn new age. We in the 5th age. Next thing you know, it's going to be 10 age or 12 or 13. When you hear that number 13, 13 is unlucky number. It gives you bad energy, bad luck. If you don't believe me, you got to wonder sometimes. You got to wonder. I'm worried about these young people because these young people ain't gonna make it out here. My niece age, my nephew's age, my niece age, my nephew age, and my other nephew age. You know, I don't want to mention their name, but they know what I'm talking about. They're not gonna make it out here. Hopefully they do, because I come from the 80s. I come from the time that people played games, safe sex. When AIDS came in, the crack epidemic came in, and the stuff that happened breaking in the wall from happening in Germany. I come from that time, the Ronald Reagan economic, all that stuff is me from the 80s. And everybody else, for all my people from who are the 80s babies, they know what I'm talking about. My family is from 70s. 60s. They 60 babies. They come from the time when the civil rights movement. They come from the time when everything was segregated from Jim Crow laws. Everything from black couldn't drink the same water fountain with whites, and separation rule that brown school board education to have the same rights of education as the parts of Europeans. My father and my mother come from that time. There were race riots at that time. When Martin Luther King got shot, Malcolm got shot, and JFK got shot. And it changed whole entire history forever. 40s and all that, they come up with these black and white pictures in the 30s and 20s and sound and all this stuff in the 40s and 50s. That's when the oo-wop and all that other stuff, rock and roll and all that. 80s, that's when hip hop came in. 60s to 70s, that's when the rock and roll. But that's when heavy metal come in the picture. You got to ask yourself, it changed forever. You got to look at it. You got to really look at this. I come from the MTV. But I'm talking about the late 80s. I'm from the late 80s. I don't come from the early 80s. I come from the late 80s at that type of a time. And it's kind of sad. Even my brother come from that time. It's sad because we don't exist as a people. We don't. Look how it's changed in the last couple more years to come. And what's going to happen when Obama get off of office, then what? And I guarantee they're going to put Hillary Clinton. You watch what I tell you. And anybody who's dumb enough to put that bitch in, they're going to be stupid. And all you women out there talking about you independent, you strong and all that. Any woman, you might be strong. You might got educated. But sex don't mean nothing. You ain't got nobody to share it with. But you can't tell these women that. They hold that anger towards a man that did something to him. Look, I get that, regardless what the man did. You see, fellas, you see what you just did because of fetishism was got started, but thanks to white women. That started that, then black women. But what's really started from the white men and black men that raping women. Every other race of men rape women. Let's get that straight. For some reason, nobody wants to talk about that. They always assume it's just brothers. It's brothers do that. Don't get me wrong. I don't want to make it seem like brothers can't do anything in the world. They can do stuff just as much as white guys. White guys do a lot of fucked up shit. And it kills me. It kills me that people want to talk about this. But you know what? We're cowards. We don't want to say anything. Fine. Because I know at the end of the day, there's two types of people. People going to do what they want to do. And people are going to do what they're supposed to. Which one you prefer? Most people would choose what they do and what they want to do because they ain't have no other choice. They got to look like they got to survive in the fittest. I can understand why people are racist. I can understand why people are selfish and selfless. I can understand why there's crime going up. I understand there's gangs, single mothers. All this type of stuff, I get why these things are going on. And once you got to take back the steps, and each step you take far back, and everything will occur to you forever. So all Ebola is about depopulation control. That's all it's about. To who? Because it's overpopulate the whole entire planet. The people getting too big of this world, and this world is too much us for be big to live in. It's better to live up there than live down here. Because these people out here are nothing but circus off of fest. That's all it is. Men act like clowns. Men act like clowns. Women act like circus sluts. And the children act like a damn freak show host. Act like a damn freak show. A whole entire host. It's sad. But what can you do? We live in a matrix. You could be plug in or plug out. Plug in into your brain and believe everything you've been told from that damn blue pill, or you can plug out and you can try to see what's really going on in that red pill to see what the reality, what's been really hidden for you for so long. I feel sorry for most people, most majority, because those people are going to be the ones going to be slaughtered. You can't save them. Only person that can be saved is the people got to save themselves if they're strong enough to live and survive. It's sad. It's sad because, I see why there's women become single moms. And I just look back because not only that the men brought it to them, they brought it to themselves. And I know what you think, and that's fucked up to say that. Man, it goes back, way back when that Bible was written. You need to look at it and study it. For all you women that believe in the Bible, look it up. And fellas too. People they condone this. And then they turn around and blame the politician. Politicians won't do what they do anyway. They own this fucking place. They own everything about it. They own the TV. They own the radio. Even own this. They own this. And you think if I die, all this stuff is taken away? All this stuff is going to take in the buried side with me? No, somebody else going to have it. It's hard. I used to tell my father this a long time ago. He treated that house like a value. It means something to him. But I told my father it's just a damn house. But I understand he's trying to pass on this legacy. See, that's a Republican. That's that mindset right there. Because they think, well, I got a house, I made it, I'm successful and all that. That don't mean nothing if you don't have nobody to share it with. Because all along you're gonna be lonely, remain on top. I don't got nothing against rich folks, but I understand why. Because they have to pay taxes like everybody else. And they want from the people from the bottom can become to the top like them. See, that's majority. And minorities, I hate that damn term because minority means loser. You're not qualified. You're not qualification to get anything what you want in this world. And I say this to anybody, just because you want welfare, you want food stamps, and that goes to anybody. And I tell anybody, it doesn't matter what race you are, what part of the world you come from. Don't let anybody, and I mean anybody, call you minority. Because they're saying to you, you're a loser. That's what they're saying. You got to come up like me. That's the majority of people talk. That's the large group. They don't give a damn about nobody but them. Because they used to care that. They stopped caring a long time ago. And they believe in these damn Fox Clan potheads. They really do believe that. That's why I don't watch Fox News, because they talk a lot of bullshit and a lot of feed into that, but they ain't got enough feed for themselves. And same thing CNN. CNN don't give a fuck about the black community, and damn sure and the Fox News either. And they damn sure don't give a fuck about the white community. Everybody's at it for themselves. You got to get at it for yourself. Because ain't nobody going to get it for something for yourself or you. I'm better off not getting married. Because maybe it's not for me. Because just because everybody else do it, it doesn't mean I got to do it. I can get some sex when I wanted to. As long as I got to make play it safely. And be safer not only to myself, but the partner I'm with, especially a female. Especially a female if I'm with a woman. And we're safe partners. She got to be safe. I got to be safe. Because it's so much shit. What's going on out here is ridiculous. It's ridiculous sometimes. This world is just like a damn jungle sometimes. It make you keep your mind go wander. If you want the real truth, you can't get it from me. You can't get it from the rest of the world. You can't get it from that reading books, no matter how much you read. You can't get it from that idiot-ass box of television. Instead of looking at the box, you got to think out of it. It's like you shaking the box, you shaking what the prize it is. You start shaking at the prize, you gotta think that when you get the prize, you gotta know what's in that box. You gotta know what's into it. Because if you don't know what's into that box, you never know what's in that box. But if you shaking it, you'll never know what's in that box. until you know it. It's sad, man. It's sad because most people like this. And then you got the small group. I'm in the small group. Those are the ones that, especially the people that I'm around into those groups. We think of the people who don't have no voice. See, nobody loves a nobody, but everybody loves a somebody, is it? That's funny. I'd rather be a nobody than be a somebody. Because once you be a somebody, people only love you because you got something. But when you're nobody, nobody loves a nobody because you're not a big huge name. Nobody don't know you. Nobody never heard from you. Nobody cares about you when you die. And that's real, man. That's reality right there. Most people don't want to deal with it, so they try to get away from it. That's why people get into crime. That's why people get into drugs. That's why people get into alcohol. And then all of a sudden they want to talk about God. They should have looking for God a long time ago instead of looking from the man, from the Satan, from himself. Satan run the house now, and that's real. For any people you don't think that we live in this matriarchal society, anarchy, then you so damn naive. I don't know what to say about you or anything else. I just want people out there, please be careful out here. Please be careful. Because there's a group of people right now walk among everyone who is too far to sleep into a pill. Once they sleep in onto the pill, they got to get at the pill and be wide awake and be awakening on the real and on what's real and what's fake and what's not fake. Accusation itself. Anything enter it in for itself. Anything to it is and nothing else I can say anything and more. And that's all I can say about that. It's your boy Domination. That's a bag of basic chocolate deuces. I would do text, baby. Till next time, alright? Alright. Peace and I'm out.